I think this was the reaction of NASCAR fans when they saw NASCAR just listened to one of their suggestions.
It actually worked! It worked! Woo!
Yes, it is now official. Homestead-Miami Speedway will return as NASCAR's finale, NASCAR's championship date, starting in 2026. The track hosted the championship, the finale from 2002 to 2019, before it shifted over to Phoenix. Phoenix has been hosting it ever since, but now it's going to go back to Homestead, but it will be part of a rotation. Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch were a part of the announcement, and they did like a little bit of a skit? Is a skit the right word? They did a scene. They did a scene together, and I got to say, I was surprised by the acting. I actually thought they did a good job. I'll put the link somewhere, the description somewhere. It's a 2 or 3 minute long video of them kind of doing a Back to the Future kind of thing. I was just really shocked at the acting. I really did not think it was going to be as good as it was. So Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, acting better than I expected. Good job. But yes, let's get back to the real topic at hand. Let's get to Homestead-Miami Speedway. The fans have been asking for it for years. It is produced consistently in the next gen car. Back in 2022 was the first year, and I think Larson dominated. But ever since that, even then it was great because we had, I think, Truex versus Larson. But every single time since, we've had incredible racing. We've had incredible things happen. Larson driving into the barrels in 2023. Tyler Reddick's incredible last lap pass in 2024. Larson versus Bowman for the win this year. So Homestead-Miami Speedway has produced some incredible moments in the next-gen car, but even prior to that, obviously, it's provided some incredible championship moments. Whether it was Kyle Busch, after missing half the season with a broken leg or broken legs, coming back to win that championship. Whether it was Stewart Haas's first championship, but not only the first championship, one of the most iconic championships in NASCAR history with Tony Stewart versus Carl Edwards. Whether it was Kurt Busch winning his first championship back in 2004, you name the championship moment, Homestead has witnessed it. They have had tons of championship moments. NASCAR officials announced Tuesday that Homestead-Miami Speedway will return as the host of season finales for all 3 national series in 2026, as schedule organizers chart a path towards a rotation model for championship weekend. Ben Kennedy, NASCAR's Executive Vice President and Chief Venue and Racing Innovation Officer, said this has been a while coming. It's been since 2019 since we've had the championship race at Homestead. We moved it out to Phoenix for the past several years, which has been great for us. It's been an amazing market. We've seen some great racing there, and we've crowned some of our biggest champions. But we're excited to go to Homestead-Miami Speedway. I can tell you from a few people that I've talked to so far across the industry through our partners, they're over the moon about it. And from our fans, it's the #1 asked about championship venue as well. So we're excited to finally get the news out there. So yes, NASCAR, Ben Kennedy directly addressing, the fans have been asking for Homestead to return as the championship for a while now. And NASCAR has indeed listened to the fans. Kennedy continued on to say, I think it's really a racer's racetrack. I think the beauty of it is its age now. The asphalt continues to wear every single year. It bakes in the sun. There's a ton of sand, and it's really turned into this multi-groove racetrack. You see drivers will start in the bottom. They migrate to the middle. Some of them will go to the top. So I think it's going to put on some really exciting finishes for our championship, and I think it's going to be fun to see the drivers' reaction from it too. And then Guillermo Santa Cruz, who is the new track president at Homestead, he said, the kind of racing that this track puts on, we talk about it all the time. Here in Homestead, the track is the star, and that's something that we lean on in our messaging, but it also comes from the drivers. They're the ones who tell us that, and they're the ones who really go on about how much they enjoy the racing here. In my 10 months here, as I've traveled around the country, I've met drivers, people in the industry, crew chiefs, spotters, things like that, and I hear it regularly. Love Homestead, love the track, and it's because of the kind of racing that we put on, and that makes a big difference. And then later, it points out Phoenix will continue to host 2 Cup Series events next year, and the autumn race scheduled for the 1-mile Arizona track will remain in the 2026 NASCAR playoffs with a prominent spot in the round of 8. Exact dates will come later. But officials also confirm Phoenix will remain in the rotation of tracks under consideration for future championship weekends. So, what did we learn here? Number 1, Homestead's back as the championship, just as everyone wanted. 2, Phoenix still has 2 dates. They said the round of 8. So that implies that the playoffs are still going to exist next year. Well, that's unfortunate. Anywho, Homestead's back as the championship. Let's be positive today. That's something to be happy about. You know, NASCAR fans, we enjoy complaining. We really do. But we got something today. We won a war. We won a battle, whatever you want to call it. Fans have been begging for Homestead to come back as the championship. Drivers have been begging for it to come back as the championship. It's one of the favorites for, as they said here, almost everyone. Everyone loves this track, the way it's worn out, the way you can run inches from the wall. You can run right on the white line on the bottom. You can run the middle if you want. You can run the upper middle, lower middle, middle. You can run anywhere on this racetrack and make it work, and it provides some fantastic racing. So it's great to see the championship returning here. I'm really excited. I know we got a year and a half, a little bit more than a year and a half. Math is hard. I don't want to do math right now, but we're getting closer to that date of Homestead being the championship. We still got to do Phoenix this year, obviously, and it seems that we're going to keep this format or some sort of format with a championship race and a round of 8. So Phoenix is probably still going to be in the rotation. Bob Pockris did point out, he said playoff format TBD, other tracks TBD. Is that hope for me? Probably. Should I be getting my hopes up? Probably not. But Homestead-Miami Speedway, the track that has provided us so many iconic moments, so many championship moments, so many great racing moments, is going to provide more, and it's going to return to the championship weekend. It's official. We've talked about it more in other videos, but today we were here to kind of talk about the actual news itself, the press release, some of the quotes. So yeah, they did a really good job on the announcement with Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. As I said, their acting skills shockingly good. We've got a little bit of a project, a story coming up here on the channel. Speaking of the fans, we talked to some fans and we asked them some generic questions. Homestead, the point of Homestead-Miami returning as the championship was actually brought up by one of the fans. So I'll release that thing tomorrow around 6 o'clock Eastern, I believe. I'm going to work on it today, but I'll release an official announcement video or something. I'm clipping something from a live stream I said last night. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that project out there, seeing what everyone thinks. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on Homestead returning as the championship, and I'll see you guys in the next one.